Gentlemen,
and before we
Finish your food.
wait,
we're going live now. That's sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, but before we go live, welcome to season 2. And then we'll talk back. We'll be back.
Yeah. Under the lights where the shadows creep, steel cage clatters, the crowd can't sleep. Broken dreams on the mat, they fall. Blood and sweat on the canvas scrawl. Off, we call it raw. Feel the heat, feel the claw. Ringside fire, watch it burn. Wrestling souls, twist and turn. Catch the vibe, hear the truth. Evolve crew, brings it to the booth. Commentary sharp like razor's edge. Voices climb like a battle pledge. Unappreciated but with a call for the fans who want something more. Pouf, we bring the fight. Under the ropes, under the light. Ringside fire, watch it burn. Wrestling souls, twisting.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, space, and time, welcome to Evolve with PWF. Season 2 has begun because I ain't calling it Season 1 anymore. Welcome. I'm joined today by EOD 33 Wrestling Hub. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you? How's everybody?
Very good. Coach
Doing good.
FCHW, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you. I'm happy to be back after I missed last week.
I know. We got a lot to talk about. And by the way, check out his new video that just came out. He just reviewed Evolve backwards. I liked it. It's actually pretty cool. Started from the main event and then went backwards. It's actually pretty cool way to go. Now that Terrell has put down his food, take the stage, sir.
what's going on, everybody? My name is Terrell, and this is my lady, the beautiful werewolf.
Hello, it's CJ Wolfie. How y'all doing?
And together we are For Real Love. And we are here once again with PUWF, kicking back and covering wrestling every week, y'all. We got EOD.
That was beautiful.
We got EOD. We got our main man, the coach. We also got Joe, the NCO. We got Mr. and Mrs. Invisible. And last, but certainly not least, we got the dirty Detroit man himself. The dirtiest pimp in the game.
Oh,
D-Walk, y'all.
This is unscripted, sir. And also, the
So
wise
it's-
man
hey.
from the...
that's stupid.
Oh, my God. The wise
Hey,
man
we gotta have you-
from the South.
I'm gonna start
Go
having you
on,
announce
bro.
everything I do, bro. You gonna be like
I know.
the James Earl Jones of my everything I do.
I know. That would be nice, though. But, ladies and gentlemen, Joe BNCO, the wise man from the West. How are you, sir?
Sir, doing good. Just kind of peaked Evolve through someone else's TV. So
Okay.
that's
So
how
thank
I
you for
watched it.
Okay, so thank you for that, sir. We're gonna talk about the 3 matches, some surprises, some freaking Tubi person is there now. But let's start off with the first match. Jackson Drake. First off, the match didn't start till like the first 6-7 minutes. So we had the whole little preview and then the recap and everything else, and then we got to the match of Jackson Drake versus Bryce Donovan. I'm gonna give you a play-by-play as much as I can, ladies and gentlemen. First 15 seconds of the match, after Jackson Drake slapped him in the face, Bryce Donovan did a black hole slam, almost got a 3 count. That was actually pretty freaking beautiful. After that, it was back and forth. Bryce Donovan went to the outside, beat the crap out of Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. Zeta Steel was distracted, so Jackson Drake can do a suicide dive to the outside. After they went back inside, he was focusing on the leg a little bit more, the back of the leg, the back of the knee. When they went outside again, they were trying to distract him. Jackson Drake tried to do another suicide dive, then got distracted and got chokeslammed to the apron. After that, Jackson Drake was dominating, and Bryce Donovan was in the outside, and he went to the inside. Jackson Drake told him with the V, with the V's up, like, you'll never be in Vanity Project. You were never in Vanity Project. Broke his fingers right there. That was actually pretty cool. I like to shout out to Terrell. And after one attempt of a chokeslam, it didn't work. But the second attempt, where Jackson Drake was on the second rope and he did a chokeslam from hell, and Bryce Donovan pins him, but the momentum. Oh my God, this is. I don't think I think I can bring the 7th person in. I think I can, ladies and gentlemen. Let me see. Holy crap! This is what had never been done, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Brady Bunch in this bitch. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the story.
Here's the story.
It's gotta be Kane. It's gotta be Kane.
Oh my God.
The full house.
It is I,
We've
not
never
you.
done 7.
Hey,
We've never
hey,
done
I'm
7.
just here for support, man.
Oh, I appreciate you, sir. We're talking about Jackson Drake versus Bryce Donovan. I'm at the point where Jackson Drake put the V's up. Bryce Donovan broke his fingers, did a choke slam from hell. Momentum pushed the ropes pushed the feet into the ropes to 2 count. After that, trickery happened where basically Jackson Drake did the unaliving to the back of the head, then that's what his finisher is called. Then unaliving to the front for the 1, 2, 3. By the way, Ricky Smokes and Brad Baylor throughout the whole match were selling the fact that they were hurt. Keanu Carver popped out of nowhere and wanted to fight Brad Baylor and Ricky Smokes. And as far away as Keanu went, the confidence meter grew for Baylor and Smokes. And as close as Keanu Carver got closer, the confidence meter dwindled. So I love that. Like as close, like, no, Steve, keep him away. I actually read what Brad Bailey was saying. Zeta Steele ran around the ring. She didn't even stay next to the boys. She just went around the ring, expecting that, Let's start this off. EOD, your thoughts, and I give this a nice B+ match. And shout out to Bryce Donovan, future endeavored. EOD.
Yeah, that was crazy. All right. I like the match only because, well, not only because, but it really told a good story from basically almost day one all the way till now. It's like I was surprised that he got the shot at the title. The way they did it was pretty cool last week. It's like they had 2 to 3 different choices to choose from. Everybody's getting taken out, and then he was just the last person standing before the contract was signed. He signed it. It's been brewing for weeks. It's kind of a shame that he kind of had like a coming out party, and then today you find out that he's no longer with the company.
Oh man, why you spoil it, man? You should have said
He just said he's been featured in Denver. Like, we all know what that means. So I don't know why I don't know if he was released or he asked. I don't know that. I don't know. I just read what he posted on Twitter. But yeah, I thought it was a good match. And for all of y'all that were Drake haters, he won clean. So I don't want to hear that anymore. Vanity Project, OG Vanity Project, because now it's just Swipe Right and Drake, and basically those are the ones they were always showcasing on NXT anyway, which I always thought was a little bit weird, but I guess now we kind of know why. But the right person ended up winning. I don't know what Keanu Carver is going to do to this man when he gets a hold of him, because now he can't take out his frustration on Bryce, since he was the one that broke his arm in the first place, but he's got the rest of the Vanity Project, I guess, to take his frustrations out on. So it was a good match. It was a B. It was good for the storyline, but it was just to me it was like a regular match, but just the story made it so much better. So the lore. And I guess this
sorry. DJ Wolfie Terrell, your thoughts and rating of the match. We were muted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it was pretty good match. It was a pretty good match. Bryce, he did good on this match also. And I kind of thought he probably could have won this match, but we'll kind of see why now. Find out the news today. But yeah, I'll give the match a B also. Yeah, Bryce did really good, and Jackson did too. But yeah, sadly that happened to Bryce.
Yeah, the match is definitely a B. As we see, Jackson Drake is still your Evolve champion. The Carolina Reaper is the Evolve champion, baby. And if you don't like it, I got 2 words for you.
Suck it.
Who cares?
Why you going with that?
No, but no. All jokes aside, though, it is foreshadowing. From the beginning to the end, Bryce Donovan was that guy in the VIP lounge that was just like scoping the scene, reading the room, to being the Vanity Project's bodyguard, to being a wrestler, being that enforcer, to being treated like crap, to revealing to the world that he knew how all this was going to end. And whether we like it or not, he is gone. But he is free. And I'm going to tell you the reason why. Because he left attacking one of the most craziest people on the roster. And guess who got to deal with that problem now? Jackson Drake. He knew how this was going to end. So while he's on the independent thing, and he already got a co-sign with Matt Cardona. So while he's on the independent circuit doing his thing, Jackson Drake still got a problem.
He got a monster him.
Zeta's still gone. And, we saw that. We saw, the big three, Swipe Right and Jackson Drake on NXT. So they already knew, hey, we got our eye on them. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man, I mean, hey, Bryce Donovan won in the end. He ain't got to worry about he ain't got to worry about Keanu on his back.
That's true. All right, that is true. I'll talk about Keanu in a second. Coach, your thoughts and rating of the match. I heard about it on your channel, but let's hear your personal thoughts on this.
Well, initially, I was very shocked that Bryce Donovan lost because leading up to this match, I felt like it was built for him to win, like make him the next star, but it all makes sense now. The match itself was a B. It was a very average match. Like EOD said, I think like the storyline made it a whole lot more interesting. I am surprised that Zeta Steel didn't play a bigger role because she and Bryce Donovan seemed to get along a lot over the last couple of weeks. So I thought maybe she was not going to help him win, but maybe get involved somehow. But yeah, overall, I'm happy Jackson Drake wins. I think he has a lot of potential. I'm just like, yeah, it sucks that Bryce Donovan lost, but I feel like there's so much more he could have done. And he's low-key one of my favorites on Evolve. So yeah, but yeah, B to B plus match.
Okay, I get that. D-Walk, with your crazy self. What were your thoughts on the match?
Hey man, I'm not crazy. I'm insane. No, but
that's a simile. Okay, sure.
I'm not here to do grades. I'm just supporting this darkest, saddest times in Evolve time. So I'm just here supporting everybody. So.
Oh my God! All right, fine. Kane the Destroyer. Your thoughts on the match? I know you saw it in the background.
Hey, I mirror the same thing. I'm just here for support. We all here for you, big dog, for real.
We love you. I love you too. All right, Joe. Had to mute you for a second because I hear you in the background. What's your thoughts on the match?
Oh, it was my TV. I turned it down. I don't know. I really felt like the match was kind of average. I'm gonna go give it a C down the center. Man, Jackson Drake just beat the future endeavor out of that Blake guy, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just beat him right out of the company.
That's I can't get mad at that because that's true, and I feel bad because he said it. I left Evolve and WWE ID. Like I'm losing it. But before we started, Matt Cardona gave him the rub. So that will work. Give him some booking.
But he left. He said the word he left. I left.
Yeah. Like
so he left on his own terms. And I feel like people are doing that because I don't feel like TKO is wanting to pay these young guys enough money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It feels like it's coming down to money.
Supposedly, I can't find the numbers just yet, but supposedly it's like $500 a week.
TKO was killing WWE, bro.
Dang. Also, basically, like what they were doing with the FCW guys back in the day, and inflation and everything, and it's still 500 a week. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I'm like, this economy?
$500 a week. Supposedly that was
they were. I make more than that. I make more than doing a normal job.
Man, what,
bro? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can't find the exact numbers. It's between $500 and $750 a week.
It's strippers that make more than that.
True facts.
For the passion,
bro. It's military vets that don't work that make more than that a week.
Yeah.
we get salary, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
You're right. Now,
that's sad, bro.
That's what's sad.
Yeah,
it is.
That's crazy.
But think about it this way. I told Cardona this, and I forgot about this. Jackson Drake ain't going nowhere. Why?
He just resigned.
Yeah, but here's the point, though. Like, Jackson Drake ain't going nowhere because he's friends with Javon. If Jackson leaves, Javon leaves. They came at the same exact time. They arrived at the same exact time. Javon just went up one level.
The sad thing is that Javon's already been through AEW, TNA, and WWE.
Yeah, but they'll keep him. They will keep him.
He's been through 3 companies already, and he's only 21 or 22.
Yeah. Jackson has only been Indies and
Yeah,
Evolve.
that's
That's it.
crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty impressive at a young age, though. Not like
Yeah.
Young OG.
I mean,
I mean,
they gonna keep Javon.
he started his in ring debut in the Indies when he was 13.
Yeah, under a mask.
Under a mask, yeah.
Once Javon start getting
He
hurt,
started
they ain't
training when
gonna
he was
want him no
12.
more.
You
We
never
started
know.
Yeah.
what?
Once Javon start
Hey,
getting
you
hurt,
might
they ain't
you
gonna
might
want
be
him no
onto
more.
something.
Yeah.
That's
He
He
that,
never
too
know.
that could be
bouncy,
a thing.
like he too reckless. I mean, like, come on, think about it. We seen a lot of wrestlers that started off like that, and they end up messing themselves
Hey,
up.
he been doing that on the Indies though. That ain't nothing.
Yeah.
That's baby food on WWE. We ain't seen him full blown take his first meal on the Indies. He was wilding out.
Yep. If he goes back to it, if Jackson Drake goes back, because again, they gave him the belt, so they're gonna keep that belt on him for another 30 episodes. I think for makes sense. And or I think Cardala said it best. Like in I think 2 or 3. I think you said that like 2 or 3 episodes.
Weeks from now,
2 weeks from now.
take it from
Yeah,
there.
Keanu comes back. I have a booking for that before we continue because I wanted Cardala's rating on this match. 2 weeks from now, Jackson Drake gets a letter. He's like, "What's this? Someone sent me a letter." And he opens up the letter and it just says, "From Keanu Carver, you're dead. XOXO." And then the next week is just a match. That's it. He's just gonna. Keanu Carver is a force, and that's the problem with Jackson Drake. The one person that helped you stop him for like a couple weeks is gone now. How are you gonna stop him now?
I don't know, man.
But
Keanu is
yeah, Keanu's gonna
Man.
murder people. I love that. Keanu,
Oh,
not
yeah,
Keanu.
he
Cardala.
finna-
Your thoughts already on the match.
And this is the first match.
First match.
Bryce Donovan and Jackson Drake.
Uh-huh.
Okay. It was a good match. I'm happy to see that Jackson Drake held his own. I was really hoping for no interferences. So, yeah, but nobody actually got in the ring or
no.
pulled anybody's feet out from under them type of thing. So technically there were no interferences, and I'm happy with that. It was a straight match. It was kind of a short match, but Bryce Donovan on his part, A++. Like he was just from the rip. The power was just amazing. Jackson Drake, he held his own, and I have to give him that. So, like I said, I'm giving this match an A+.
Okay. From an A to C.
Not happy with the outcome, but it is what it is.
Averaging a B, which I respect that. Okay. All right.
Bryce Donovan led the revolution, though, so
Exactly.
he will be missed.
Inoue led the revolution. He has 2 more matches supposedly on Evolve. I'm looking through the dirt sheets to try to find out if Inoue, how many matches does he have? This guy from the grave of WWE is coming back like a phoenix in so many. Inoue has another. He's been gone.
And that's next week.
Wait, how many episodes of Evolve are still taped that still need to come up?
I don't
Supposedly,
know.
okay.
Thing about Inoue.
Yes. Okay. Shout out to not lost in Japan. He's kind of like the only one that has the record of how many tapings there is. When Succession happened, that's the first of 4 tapings. So that about 2 weeks ago, basically 2 weeks ago, about now to 2 weeks ago, they did tapings again, right? Inoue left 2 weeks ago. And Inoue's gonna fight Shawn Legacy next week. And then another CV Turner is going to be there for 2 more weeks, and then she's gone. That's why they're testing out, which I'm going to lead to this next segment, to Big Jaw coming out of nowhere. Shout out to Big Jaw, who are like to be legend and YouTube guy for like I'm dating a lesbian or I'm hanging out with a
To the
lesbian.
max.
Yeah, that guy. That guy.
This is
Shout out to him. He's pretty cool. Like I will not crap on. He made his money the old-fashioned way. Respect it. Yes. He tells TV Turner, like, "Oh, it was cool. I saw that match. It was awesome. Like, you want to hang out with me some more? Let's go." So they hanged out. Then we go, like, so what's your thoughts on the fact that I want to ask everyone from EOD, Terrell, and Coach? We will probably see Inoue 1 to 2 more times. We will probably see Stevie Turner 1 to 2 more times. We will probably see Bryce Donovan 1 to 2 more times. So what's your thoughts on that, EOD? We'll go clockwise after.
It's fine. Bryce, I'm not sure. His tweet was like almost like that was his last match and everything. So I don't he might show up and everything for the next 2 weeks, but the way his Twitter account's like, hey, he lost. It doesn't seem like he's coming back. Anofe will not die. So he won't he announced he was leaving weeks ago, and here he is, which is cool. Stevie Turner, I'm not sure, only because like they say he's gonna be GM for the week and everything. So I don't know if that's gonna be her last thing or not. But I do like the fact that a lot of them are like on their Twitter accounts. They're waiting for the episode to actually air, and then they might say something about the episode or like their stuff in the future might be going on. So we don't really know exactly when their last episode is for the most part. It's fine. I just need to find out if Rosenberg's gonna be back or not. I just thought maybe it was a timing issue because if that was taped during Showdown, that would have been last Tuesday. You know, Rosenberg does have a day job and everything, so maybe that's why I wasn't there. But it is kind of weird that it's their biggest show and you're not there. So who knows what's going on with that? But it's fine. I do like them having it in the NXT thing. It looked brighter and everything. Like Evolve looked like a dungeon. Like it had that gritty feel to it. So it did feel like, oh, it's a pay-per-view, but because it was just brighter. But I don't know if they're going to keep doing that. They'll probably go back to the regular Evolve, whatever arena, whatever they call it. It's fine to me. I don't have a problem with it.
Oh my god! I gotta put that hashtag. Evolve is a dungeon. Oh my
I think
god!
it's a dungeon. Come on, man.
Oh my. Terrell and CJ, your thoughts on this? Oh, that means like okay. So the Showdown thing was last week. That's like you said, EOT. So that was the set of tapings right there. From Showdown, they did 4 tapings. But then, and that means Inoue left last week. Yeah, look, Inoue left last week. Exactly last week. Huh. Your thoughts, Terrell and CJ?
I think it's pretty hilarious with the timing of him announcing that he's leaving WWE.
Yeah.
But then the next week, we see him come out and attack Sean Legacy.
Right.
for talking noise. So I think it's pretty genius in a way because we know it's not in real time, but with the timing, it makes it seem that way.
Yeah, it did.
Because like he has a reason to be upset. He has a reason to, invade. I hope we don't get struck. I hope we don't get struck for that. I don't care about all that. Him invading Evolve was pretty hilarious. Like that's what it looked like to us, to all of us.
Yep.
And then as far as with Peter Rosenberg not being there, that's my boy. Man, shout out to Peter Rosenberg. I think it could be. I could be wrong, but he is a hip hop enthusiast and stuff like that, and he could have been covering the fact that Drake lost his lawsuit to UMG.
Yeah, I just figured his day job or whatever,
and he might be covering that. I don't know. Yeah. I could be wrong, but he could be covering that. So that's all I'm gonna say. Probably, I don't know. But Peter Rosenberg, my boy, man, Stevie Turner. Hey, if she make a return to in ring, as an in ring competitor, that'll be cool. Maybe that's something that she actually wanted.
She said, yeah, just on a tweet said she wanted to go back into in ring, like for in ring.
Yeah.
Like, they've been having her doing GM and doing stuff with Ava at first. Yeah. And then when she became a prime minister for Evolve, she didn't wrestle like for a good a year or so.
Oh yeah.
And I think she's doing a movie too. I think she tweeted about she's acting too. So.
Oh, good for her.
Oh yeah. Speaking of movies, Trick Williams was in a Tubi movie.
Oh man, man, come on, man. Why you have to bring that movie up?
Why not? Tubi's actually pretty awesome. I just saw The Last Action Hero.
Hold on, what movie?
But we ain't seen it. We ain't seen it.
Yeah, we ain't seen the movie.
We ain't seen it. We just saw screenshots.
I have a lot of.
He was on the Tubi movie.
I spent a lot of time on Tubi and everything. So
yeah, me too. It's called Black Heat.
Yeah. Black Heat.
Yeah.
That's apropos for Trick Williams. That makes fucking sense for his ass.
Sounds like a 90s Skinamax film.
And damn right, I love those Skinamaxes. Cardi M, your thoughts on we might see a no favorite 2 more episodes, and then Coach, and then we might see Stevie Turner for a couple more episodes because of these weird bookings.
I was kind of thinking that it wouldn't surprise me if he somehow either the Shawn Legacy and No Fame match was filmed previously or something. I don't know, but it does feel like Succession is like the most recent thing, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm happy to see more of them. Like, I do hope we get some formal endings from, Zeta Steel and, Bryce Donovan and Stevie Turner. Like, everybody that's leaving, are we going to hear about it? Or are they just like Irish goodbye, ghost in the night? Like, anyway.
Coach, your thoughts on Inoue one more match or two more matches, and Stevie Turner two more matches.
I'm fine with it. I just don't want it to go on for too long because we all know they're not here anymore. So I don't want to see like 4 or 5 weeks of content where they're wrestling or having important storylines because they're not here anymore. I'd rather see that go to someone else. And then for Stevie Turner, I feel like it was inevitable that she was going to leave. I mean, her role as a general manager, it was never going to go to the main roster or anything. I feel like she was always going to be stuck on NXT. And they're clearly not invested in her as a wrestler. So it makes sense that she kind of left. But yeah, I'm fine with seeing a few more matches. I just don't want to see it drag out for too long.
Okay, that's cool. Next up, and I know EOD is gonna laugh because once I say his name, he's gonna start giggling. Chuy Martinez is backstage with Layla and Mason and Wendy Chu. I want to say this detail. I heard your and I heard not Lost in Japan's too. And they both said the same thing. Like, you guys didn't notice this. Like, Wendy Chu was talking to somebody, which is nobody, but talking to somebody and having a discussion. And I was trying to listen in, and she's like, well, I want to be good. And the other person's like, well, you're not good. And then she said back, well, I want to make friends. Oh, you don't have friends. And now I'm like, what the hell? So as Layla and Mason are saying, hey, what's your thoughts on who's going to win? And Chewy says, oh, Cali all day. That's all he says. Wendy's like, well, maybe I did really, and then she was gonna say something, and then Chantel Monroe, and I love that you said that too. They're recycling the Nikita Lyons storylines, Coach, and then putting in a Chantel Monroe. The part I love is that you're gonna lose Chantel. You think she's weak because she's talking to herself. That doesn't work in the world of Wendy Chu. She'll just dirt nap you. So I love that. Yes.
Can I say something?
Yes.
Sometimes the quiet ones are the crazy ones.
She is crazy already. It doesn't matter about the quiet part. She's crazy. Now she's talking to herself out loud. But also, Layla and Mason disappear, and Chewy says, what movie? That's what he said. Sure. EOD, your thoughts on this? I don't know.
The segment was fine. I still wanted the three of them to still team up, but now it looks like I think it could still happen. I don't know how it can happen. Maybe it's just wishful thinking for Chantel and Mason and Diggs to all team up and everything. But it looked like Winnie Chu's going to be in that role, and maybe Chantel might do something to them for Winnie to snap because they do look like they're trying to be friends with her, and she does kind of like them a little bit. But they can. Hopefully, this is not just going to be like a one-off match. Hopefully, they'll make a storyline kind of out of it. So it was fine, and anytime I see Chewy, I just think of you. That's all. So that's why I start laughing. So I just be wondering, like, what's the Invisible Man gonna say about Chewy today? But I will say this: his whole gear was different and everything. That's all. Like I said, I never had a problem with Chewy to begin with, but I do. But his wardrobe game has stepped up a little bit. Like, I don't care about the wearing the same stuff over and over again. I just don't like it when you wear one thing and another segment is completely different. It's like just like they started doing, but earlier today, that way we could just know, like, okay, yeah, instead of like we know it's not taped at the same exact time, just do that. Just that's the only thing I always cared about. So,
and for Joe, for context, like again, over the fact that just made fun of his denim jackets, now he wears dad bods and dad shirts and just like he's still no more hats anymore. He hasn't worn hats in like 7 episodes. So shout out to you, dude. I don't hate your hats. I don't. And Cardell's gonna grab the thing. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, I've been standing there with my hand out for the mic for like 10 seconds. Joe, I want to give you some context on this whole Chewy Martinez Alex situation. Alex, that is, his his hyperfixation became Chewie's outfits on Evolve. And I get it. It was a point of conversation where it's like, okay, is he wearing the same thing every week? Because from the start, he would wear like a baseball cap, like a jean jacket, like the same basic outfits. And I'm like, okay, maybe that's just his uniform. Like wrestlers have, you know, the same outfits that they, you know, circulate. So that's just his Evolve uniform. I questioned it, but Alex was just became like the meme of that one guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he's standing in front of like the yarn board.
Yeah,
Like that's
Oh,
Alex.
Charlie Day's character.
Chewy Martinez.
Thank you, Charlie Day.
Yeah, Charlie Day. Thank you. That's Alex with Chewy Martinez's wardrobe.
Well, guess what happened?
There you go.
No, but say the other parts. Guess what happened? I talked about it. He DM'd me. He didn't like that, and then ever since then, he has hashtag evolved into not wearing hats and into not wearing denim jackets.
Make fun of him for silly little stuff.
I'm not making fun of him now.
People have feelings.
That's his
I'm
arch
not making
nemesis.
fun of him now. I just look, another podcast. Exactly. Look, another podcast said this, and I'm not making this up. Another podcast said this, like, oh, look, there's a dad from a PTA meeting somewhere. He got lost. Like that's what they're calling him now.
I wasn't here
Wow.
for the thing. There's gonna be a
Okay.
Coach is laughing. I saw Coach laughing. He got that. He got the
I'll make
reference.
fun of I'll make fun of AJ Francis' little brother.
Yeah. Oh, like no, AJ Francis is second cousin.
What?
Like,
Flop dollar number
we'll talk
two.
about.
Flop dollar number two.
Yo.
Okay, but okay. Let's just moving on. Okay, I know. Coach, what's your thoughts on this promo and Wendy Chu? Like something's off about her, really.
I'm really liking what we're doing with her. I feel like the split personality thing, it's really working. I'm just most excited to see her potentially go up against Kendall Gray. Now, I feel like this whole new Wendy Chu going up against Kendall Gray would be really interesting because Kendall Gray has gotten a lot more aggressive. Well, Wendy Chu is kind of not softened a little bit, but she's kind of gotten more baby face. So I feel like there's going to be an interesting dynamic. I just really want to see them fight again.
Same way. You can go both ways on that. TJ Wolfie Terrell, your thoughts on Wendy Chu and her split personalities and her vocally saying that. And she also said at the end, AJ says that you need therapy, and she walks away. Wait, what'd she say?
She said,
AJ said
AJ Lee says that therapy works.
therapy works.
Yeah. So Wendy Chu says that AJ Lee said that therapy works. From personal experience, it does. If anybody out there is dealing with anything, I say go get therapy. It helps. It may not help all your problems, but it's going to help at least alleviate. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be the first therapist session. It's not going to be your very first therapist. It may be your second, third. It took me 4 therapists. Okay? And the fourth one was just able to unlock everything. Yeah, so it's not going to be easy. We're not meant to be on earth to do things alone. Okay? Because even the person that try to do things on their own, guess what? They still have to go out to buy stuff. You feel me? Yeah. So.
But yeah, this new Wendy being kind of softer, kind of like kind of try to talk more. I don't know why she was stumbling her words then when she was trying to when
I thought.
dang Layla and they were asking her something.
Yeah,
I don't know why she stumbled her words then, but then she talked more clearly afterwards. But yeah, it's interesting. So I would just want to see more of it. So I'm liking it though.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. It
I
makes me curious to see what's going.
I thought Layla and dang, what her name? The girl.
What's
Mason
about
Holiday.
Mason Holiday.
Yeah, Mason Holiday.
I
yeah.
thought they probably kind of getting close to being like some friends of hers, maybe. Since they kind of did their second promo with her together. So I thought they maybe kind of be trying to, be close to her, be friendly with her, or something like that. So,
Or maybe they gonna drag her into something, and then Chantel Monroe gonna make them choose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got new
That's
prospects
what I'm
coming
waiting
in.
on.
Yeah. We do have new prospects coming in, so that's another thing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, in honor of the old WCWW or WWF and all the Texas wrestling we get Brooks Jensen versus Tate Wilder. Tate Wilder comes out. My girlfriend faints for 5 seconds, wakes up, and then realizes the match is on. Yeah, which is her heart because Tate Wilder's there. Now, after that, Brooks Jensen comes out. They put the bull rope match. They put the bull rope on each other's hands. They're ready to go. This match, I'm not gonna really describe it as much. It was really just a goofy match where the rope was being used to like throw Jensen around like a rag doll. At one point, Jensen wanted to leave, and literally the rules are no disqualification, no escape.
Go ahead.
And then after a point, right, remember we went to the outside. He's like, "I'm done," and the guy's pulling the rope in. He's like, "No, I'm not. You're not gonna leave." But then Jensen reverses that and pushes the bottom rope to Jensen's body. Sorry, to Wilder's body.
I think Jensen was doing that on purpose from the get go. Like he got outside the ring so he could pull Tate Wilder up to the ropes and hurt him.
Yeah. Also,
what was I gonna say? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Go ahead. No. This was a good prop match. That's what I was gonna say. Like this was a prop match, and it was a good one. And they acted out. You know, they sold it and everything, and they sold the whole tug of war and the endurance thing. And it was a good like you're rooting for someone, and Tate Wilder won. So
yes. Now, shout out to Malcolm Muscle. He did an Evolve review as well. And he said in his review, like, "Oh, I wonder how many matches Brooks Jensen saw of Dory Funk." And then he puts on Evolve on the matches. He puts 5 matches: Stan Hansen versus this person, Dory Funk versus this person. Also, Joe, as a nice little history lesson, Brooks Jensen's dad learned that lariat from Stan Hansen when he was in Japan. That was the history of that move. He hanged out with Stan Hansen. Stan Hansen taught him that move, and then he taught that move to his son. So it was it was a nice little like and I love that Robert Stone said this. He has 24 years in experience in a 22-year-old body. Because again, it makes sense in the terms of him being a second-generation wrestler. His dad went to Japan in old school wrestling. When you fought in Japan, and Joe knows this, you got credibility. If you came out of Japan not crazy, then you actually did something right. Everyone like just hurt each other to the extreme. So I did love this match. After a while, Tate Wilder did a nice little powerbomb, almost hit the cowbell in the guy's head. They went back and forth. In the end, Tate Wilder did a moonsault, and Coach CJ Wolfie Terrell and EOD knows this. He always does that moonsault. He never hits it, and for the first time ever, he actually hit the moonsault for the 1, 2, 3. Shout out to Tate Wilder. C+. EOD, your thoughts.
The way you just talked to the match was like C+.
Hey,
All
dude, hey, bro said it like that, and
I
it
can
just
only
passed it
hey,
on
man.
to you, bro. He just
Okay.
so funny.
The match was okay and everything. And Tate winning, it makes sense to me only because I have to think of it like this: Evolve is developmental, so you need to develop these people. And Jensen, the reason why he was, and let's be real, the reason why he was in that match because he was in the #1 contendership match with Keanu Carver. So to have the big swerve of like how Bryce Donovan got that match, he's already occupied. You would think, oh, Keanu's hurt. Okay, we're going to give it to the person that was in the match with him. But he already had a match. So we had to figure out another person to give the match to. Legacy came out. If they took out Legacy before the contract signing. So therefore, there was just a blank contract. So it explains Jensen away. But I think he did a good job, basically kind of quarterbacking the match. I did like some of the spots, like the cowbell onto the back was pretty cool. And Tate, yeah, he needed the win and everything. So now we can almost forget, even though he had a crazy losing streak. So now he's on a winning streak, and you did beat Jensen, and you did do it on Succession. So that's something that can carry you forward. And his entrance, it looks kind of plain in the Evolve dungeon. I do like the little dungeon that they have. But when they had it on NXT, I was like, oh wow. I was like, Tate Wilder's entrance looks really, really good, is what I was thinking. But yeah, to me, it was just a average match and everything. It did what it had to do. I really don't think this match should have even been on the card, but I understand That way you get him out of the championship picture. So to me, it was like a C. So
And then you'll laugh at me when I give it a C plus.
I didn't hype it up like you did. I thought it was the best thing since sliced bread. The way you were talking it up. So when you said C plus, I was like, wait, what?
It deservedly is. Okay. By the way,
yeah.
Hey, I caught that shit too, man.
Like
He
imagine
hyped
going
that
to a
bug
pawn,
up, gave
imagine
it a
going
C
to a pawn
plus,
shop.
and pass it on you.
Man,
Right. Imagine going to a pawn shop. You got a platinum diamond ring that you paid $1 million for. Oh my God, that is a very beautiful ring right here. Yeah, I just wanted to pawn it. I just need a pocket change. Oh yeah, all right, cool. $100.
or this the worst one.
Shoot.
Imagine you having a PS5.
No, because I know it's.
Okay.
God, as I sell this ring, you finna flip the mess out this mother.
No, that ain't nothing. Imagine you having a PS5 and you take it to GameStop and they offer you $17.56.
And that's why I
More
keep
or less
all my
like
stuff
that.
now.
No, it's like it's like if the
They will
GameStop
do
guy
that.
told you, like, dude, this is the most rarest PS5s I've ever seen. It has been written and autographed by the developer himself. $35.
And I used to work there in college, so I know.
Exactly. But
That's
I
crazy.
want to say this. Yeah, I want to say this though before we get to coach. These are the matches that Brooks Jensen on the Malcolm Mulsom Instagram said. Dory Funk Jr. versus Jack Briscoe. Harley Race versus Terry Funk. Terry Funk versus Bob Backlund. Magnum TA versus Tully Blanchard. You name it, I've seen it. Brooks Jensen, WWE. So that's good.
Dang.
And the matches that he had with Tate Wilder was very old school Texas feel. So I give him that. Coach, your thoughts and rating of the match?
I mean, I really didn't care about the match. I feel like it was just thrown together at the last minute. There was no build, and for me, it's always the most important part of the whole match, having a good build. I feel like it was just here to put Tate Wilder over, give him a big stage, and like say, here's our big baby face. And like EOD said, I think his entrance was really cool, his mannerisms and all was really cool. But yeah, just C match. I didn't really care about it. It was okay. I feel like it did what it needed to do, but I didn't give a damn.
All right.
Hey,
We're back. After that, backstage. No, we actually we get a commercial from the higher ups of TKO Evolve. By the way, we fired 12 to 13 people, but we got ID prospects coming in soon. We're gonna bring them in. We can't show you their faces yet. Yeah, let's go. And that it reminded me of the end of Starship Troopers #4. Crappy, I think #3. Crappy movie. But when the girl had a baby and she was passing by the recruitment office, the recruitment guy's like, "Oh yeah, more meat for the grinder." That stuck. That movie sucked ass. But the ending of that stuck to me. They screwed Rico, ladies and gentlemen. They don't watch that movie. Next up, we have
And wrestlers, if you're listening to this, just know you're not meat for the grinder. Your talent, your dedication, your hard work. Awesome.
You're not Cappuccino Jones that works for coffee.
Okay, why are we dissing people?
That's some truth for Cappuccino. I kind of worry for him, man. Jack works for cartwheels and Cappuccino works for coffee. Oh my god. All right, now. Big Jaw comes out. The hell's it? Who's the alarm? Yeah, someone's. Okay, here we go. Big Jaw comes out and tells Stevie Turner. Oh, first off, no. After the ID Prospects promo, we get a backstage with Super Sean Legacy, Stevie Turner. Super Sean Legacy says, "I just want to punch Idris Inoue in the mouth," which I love. I wish I would have loved to press the button of Inoue, but they copyright me, so I can't do that anymore. So, hallelujah, Inoue. Put that out there. I know. After that, Big Jaw slides in like Blade, like, hey, why don't you just have a match for yourself? And Stevie Turner's like, well, yeah, why don't you have a match next week? Oh, thanks. He leaves. Stevie Turner's like, well, do my job. I'm like, no, I'm really energetic. Can I do it? Yeah, sure. You know what? Next week you'll be a GM, 1 week only. He's like, all right, cool. That's awesome. And they leave. So, Coach, you talked about this on your channel, but let's talk about it a little bit more. What's your thoughts on Big Jaw being the guest? I have two fingers quotes. Guest GM, and will they do this like they did in Raw back in the day, where every week there was a guest?
I mean, it makes sense now why Stevie Turner got fired. She's just letting anyone do her job and take her job. But I'm excited to see him as a special guest GM. I feel like it's gonna be fun, especially since we're not gonna have Stevie Turner here anymore. I feel like it's a good place in. Although you said she's still here for a few weeks, so maybe I don't know. But yeah, I feel it's gonna be cool. I would like it if they have like these Tubi actors come in and be the general manager. I feel like it brings a little bit of fun to the show.
Yeah, I like that. EOD, if we're going by Tubi actors, which is just we don't even know their names, will that be a thing? I know.
No, I got to correct you on that. They got some act. They got Brendan Fraser and some type of animated thing they could bring in. Sarah Michelle Gellar, Rachel Weisz. So they got some people doing some Tubi movie or Tubi stuff now. So they could possibly get them. But here's how I want to throw my hat in the ring. Shayna Baszler. She should be the new PM once all this stuff is done because she's I think she's a producer now. She's there in the back somewhere. I think she's officially backstage now. So just hire her. That way you don't also have to worry about her being in the ring necessarily because she's part of the team or whatever that's going to be, I guess, training some of the people anyway. So it's like, okay, give her an on-camera role. Oh, she's the new prime minister. Well, I don't know if they'll still call it prime minister. Yeah, just have Shayna Baszler do it. I think that'll be a good fit, and you don't have to worry about her getting the itch necessarily of getting back in the ring or whatever because she kind of likes what she's doing.
Call it the warden of Evolve.
Oh yeah.
Shayna Baszler wants to get back in the ring though.
Huh?
So,
Shayna Baszler wants to get back in the ring.
Yeah, but they're not gonna give it to her. That's perfect. You're right, EOD. She's the new Stevie Turner.
Yeah.
Someone that wants to go back to wrestling, but they'll never give it to her.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. She's doing that because they don't want her in the ring, but they do like what she does, so they hired her back. Remember, they released her and they brought her back just to do this particular role. So I was like, give her on everything, and she's a good wrestler anyway. So I wish that she could wrestle, but they're not gonna let her. So
I would rather see Shayna Baszler in like a Timothy Thatcher role, like what he does on Evolve. I feel like that would be good for Shayna Baszler. He doesn't appear a lot, but he's like still a kind of coach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and but that would work for her. Like, okay, I like your idea, Coach, but I do like her as a GM because she does in real life. She doesn't like the goofy shit, and then she has to hang around Cappuccino Jones, Jack Cartwheel, Harley Race. It's Gall segment with Shayna Baszler. Like, that's gonna be money.
Break his arm. Yeah. Just break his fucking arm.
No.
I can actually see that happening. She gets so fed up with it.
The only time I've ever seen Shayna Baszler is in Ren's Day episode where she's like, "Don't follow me on TikTok."
And then they put the TikTok out. She got pissed. She went on Twitter and said, "Don't ever do that again. I will punch you in the mouth." I'm like, "Oh, damn it!" But ladies and gentlemen, I forgot about these two things. Joe's gonna hate this because this is the new version of promoting yourself. This is a new version of the Matt Cardona evolution of what he did to the world. So first off, yes, we're gonna see what Dr. Thirst does on Instagram. So ladies and gentlemen, and for the women out there, it's not my fault.
Not me, but y'all.
Yes, it is.
My fault.
EOD. Hey, you're a Vanity Project fan.
Yeah, exactly. For the V's up, for the EOD V's, let's go. This is gonna be weird. This is gonna be weird. I'm gonna tell you right now. Did I press it? I did press it. Did I press it? Yes, I did.
What's the
hamburgers?
Boys and girls, grab a piece of paper, grab a pen. Today, Dr. Thirst is going to show you how to take the perfect thirst trap. Step 1. Get up, walk to your door, open it, and go to the freaking gym, okay? No girl wants to open Instagram and have your big-ass stomach melting out of your shirt be the first thing that they see. I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you what you need to hear. 65, 66, 67. Yeah, baby. Step 2, you want to get a good pump going. You want to be glistening. You want to be sweating like a 304 in church. You want to turn last night's 12-pack into a solid 6. All right, step 3, you want to set your camera up in front of a nice big mirror, you want to make sure there's some solid lighting around. You know, obviously when you look like this, lighting isn't going to make or break your thirst trap. But, like my dad always says, better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Hey, buddy. Kind of ended up. Oh, this guy again. This guy again. I'm surprised you got the balls to show your face around.
I should have sued you for the last time.
Should have sued me?
Yeah.
Listen, you're not the thirst I was trying to trap, so can you just do me a favor and kick rocks?
You know what?
Okay.
I ain't got time for this today. I ain't got time.
Okay. You ain't got time for me. You ain't got time for Heartbreak Trey? Anyways, thank you for coming to Dr. Thirst's Thirst Trap Seminar.
All right. Okay. Now I'm sorry for everyone that watched that. I didn't mean for it to be weird. It was weird. We're gonna just transition to the next one.
Wait. No. We're not going to transition. Let me give you some backstory because there was an episode before that. That same dude, because you know he hates that nickname, Baby Knees Drake.
Yeah.
So he called him that. So he took him out before. So that's why he keeps seeing him. It's like I guess a running theme. This particular guy keeps disrespecting him. So
okay, thank you for the context. I was just weird about that. Joe BNCO, that is the future of promoting yourself.
That is the future.
It's Cody Rhodes. It's dashing Cody Rhodes.
Yeah,
Dude, we're
seven.
Wait, Joe, if you had to pick, did you prefer Dr. Thirst or it's Gal?
Neither one. I think they should both kill each other.
I'm gonna need an answer, Joe.
He said down to what?
I know, but
They should both murder each other. I think that would be. Let's have a death match.
Okay, no, we're not doing that. Okay. Now, to add on to Joe's cringe-o-meter, ladies and gentlemen, if you're not tan and jacked and ready to attack, it's goal time.
Oh, no.
You know what's worse than being ranked low on the Studometer, dummies? Is not being ranked at all. And right now, that's where your show is because you don't have the ferocious stud, It's Gal, on it. But we can fix that. We can take it from average to savage, from weak and pale ready to fail to tanned and jacked ready to attack. Because It's Gal is accepting bookings worldwide, based in Orlando, got the passport, boom pow, got the peaks upon peaks, boom pow, got the fresh spray tan, boom pow. So what are you waiting for? Send me a DM, secure your 10 on the Studometer, because when you're in mint condition, there is no competition, dummies. Oh yeah.
I didn't like that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hold on now.
That was, like I said,
Hold on
yes.
now.
Go on.
boom pow.
Boom pow.
Boom pow.
Boom pow. Go
Boom
on.
pow.
Okay. All right. Anyway, my girlfriend is loving life.
Watch it like 4 times now.
Yes. First off, I felt kind of weird about this because it wasn't it's Studometer. It was based on like, hey, book me, please. So EOD, your thoughts on this? It wasn't even again. This is the latest episode.
So it could be one of two things because he is in the ID program. They are allowed to do indie bookings and everything, but usually it's always like the Studometer thing, like fun and everything. It's kind of, I don't know if he's foreshadowing something. Like, okay, like I could go like basically anywhere now because the ID program, they can still go indie dates, but they can't just do whatever they want in the ID program. So
sound like he's begging for clicks because he sucks.
He does not suck, Joe.
The opinions of Joe does not represent the never mind. But
he sucks something, all right.
So
maybe it's because they had plans for him in Jamar Hampton, but since Jamar Hampton got out, like all those plans are kind of away now. He's not necessarily being booked, so he's able to take on more.
Yeah,
bookings.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what it is because, like I said, they can't take indie dates and stuff like that. So maybe that's what it is.
They have no story for
I
them.
was really looking forward to them as a tag team. Like,
Yeah.
if anything,
Oh,
they could be a
yeah.
tag team outside of WWE.
And they can do the storyline of tag teams again for the new prospects coming in. Just find someone that kind of resembles Jamar and try again.
No.
No.
It's all deserves to be in the tag team right
Yeah,
now.
okay, I get what you're saying. Like, give its gal a partner. It could be what about Triple H?
No, he's too jumpy. He doesn't
Harlem
like jumping. Harlem Lewis is angry all the time. And
Yeah, I want to see someone that's not like
and
Jamar as his partner now. Like we could have the same storyline, but just not the same dynamic, maybe. So, like somebody that's opposite of him is like kind of now. That's
Yeah, like
opposite now.
get someone that's kind of like a bit chubby or something, and have them like
Yeah,
be his partner.
Yeah, that is good. I like that. But also, I said this to Coach: if Harlem Lewis comes back to Evolve, it's only one way to Keanu. That's it. Keanu gets the belt, and Harlem comes back. That's the war.
Yeah, but no, in terms of like, it's not that Jamar Hampton is replaceable. It's that he was trying to fit into its Gall's gimmick to be in the for the tag team, but really he was his own thing in itself. So yeah, I get giving its Gall a proper tag partner, and then whatever Troy Yearwood does with his career, I'm looking forward to.
Oh my God! By the way, it would be funny if it's Gall kind of like because Brick has a couple records as well in the PC, and from TNT, he starts hanging out with Brick a lot, and then takes away Brick from. That would be funny as hell.
Is he gonna be the new Wesley?
He's it's Gall as that kind of works.
As part of High Rise?
That kind of works. You guys want to be tan and jacked and ready to attack?
I guess in that regard, yeah. But
yes. By the way, the match that I think it was High Rise versus Aaron Work, which Aaron Work got his own promo. He got his own 13-second promo, kind of mirroring Mariah May, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Take what you can get. Robert Stone, I think I said this on the last podcast. Robert Stone said some things about tan lines, and it was like a lot of podcasts I've been hearing said the same thing. Like he got really close to the edge on that one. He got really close to the edge on that one. He shouldn't have said anything about that. But let's just move on about the tan lines group. The thing he was fighting. Its Gall was fighting Dante Chen. So I'm like, okay, let's pass that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I tell the PWF and NXT Time with D-Walk and Joe Biencio with Joe Knows Wrestling and Kane the Destroyer. When I tell them to watch a match, it's not me just showing up the flare and just putting out no. I tell them to watch a match because that match was awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, time for the main event. Callie Armstrong versus Kendall Gray for the WWE Evolve Women's Championship. That's my girlfriend said. That was pretty awesome. Before we start, first up, Kendall Gray comes out, does a little thing, and then Callie Armstrong comes out. Mike Rome comes out and announces them. I do love Mike Rome. And I will say this now because I keep forgetting this. I hated that Blake Howard was the commentator with Robert Stone. It's not the same. It was never. And I told Cardala this. It's like Blake Howard's like on 1.5 speed. He's just like speed. I'm like,
oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah, I'm like Peter Rosenberg would like talk about the match and like, elevate it.
He said that because I watched it on 1.5.
Yes, and I got mad. And I got mad at the fact that Blake Howard.
He did miss the commentary between Robert Stone and
Peter. But EOD did say that he has a day job. I'm like, all right, fine. You got Blake Howard. You could have got. Why couldn't you get the guy from SmackDown? I forgot what his name was. Tessitore.
Why couldn't you get a woman? That's a wild thought.
Edge's wife is at AEW, so we can't use her.
That's the only one.
She's a good commentator. For real. And Renee Howard. Renee is in
AEW also. Yeah.
Okay, no.
Nothing else to say.
Hold on, let's put it out there. Anyone in the chat? We'll go clockwise before we get to the main event. EOD, do you know any women commentators that could have went to the thing?
Somebody, the chick from I can't remember her name, Reality Wrestling, that does that. That's the only one I kind of know that's doing like announcing as of right now. Yeah. So she's pretty good. I just can't remember her name.
AJ Lee. He's a good commentator too.
AJ Lee.
Oh yeah, yeah.
AJ Lee done very good commentary work.
Oh
in
wow,
women in wrestling.
yeah,
Yeah,
women in wrestling. Yeah,
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
that is
Yeah.
true. Yeah, not that many people. Like I said, I give
There's
Be-
clearly a void there.
No,
That's
'cause
what I'm saying.
it was only Beth Phoenix and then Renee. There
Or you
wasn't
could
a
do
lot-
like Bailey, like just
Yeah,
because you've
Beth
heard her on the
Bailey
mic, you've heard Bailey on the mic before and everything. She's
Bailey,
pretty
yeah. Bailey
good.
could've done
Like
Hold up.
yeah. Bailey, yeah.
Oh, Bailey
yeah,
do
Bailey,
great.
Bailey would do an amazing job
Bailey-
on commentary.
Or just bring in one of the coaches that's currently working at the performance center, like Shayna Baszler, like we mentioned earlier. Just put them
We
on
mentioned
the
that
mic.
before, yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Coach. Even Natalia coming back. Which, by the way, we're gonna talk about Kelly Armstrong. in the second half of the back.
I would
be
do
good.
Natalia.
Yeah.
I would do Natalia on commentary before Shayna Baszler. That's just me being personal.
Yeah, no,
Two
I was
different,
just saying Shayna Baszler because she's the first that came on my mind.
No, that's a good
Yeah.
idea. Yeah, I would put James if she was like just transitioning herself to be and evolve more. That would be perfect as like a commentator.
Yeah.
Like a number 3.
And I just want to say, like,
Yeah.
there is no, I appreciate you guys actually giving genuine responses on this because, like, there is no virtue signaling with that. It's genuinely like when I saw the panel laid out in front of me, one of the thoughts that went through my head is like, okay, there's no women on this, and like in some situations, it's like, oh, there's no people of color, and it's like I don't know, just one of those things where sometimes you're looking for representation and you don't see it, and then it becomes something you notice. And I feel like I noticed it back at the Evolution, the women's pay-per-view, where it's like they didn't have women commentators at a women's pay-per-view.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
they kind of dropped the ball on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. So
What about Christy Hemme?
Maybe that would be a good one.
That's a good
I think
TNA
she's working
crossover
as
as
a
well.
producer for TNA, if I'm not mistaken.
See what?
Yeah.
She used to do commentary for TNA. She was dope
Yeah.
too. Yeah, she was good.
All right, but okay,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen,
segue
to the main event. Things start off where Callie smacks her in the face. They push each other back and forth. And in the first 5 minutes, you can see that Kendall is built different than Callie. Callie is trying to catch up with her. Kendall is running circles around her. When Callie tries to go to the top of to the corner, Kendall jumps over, goes to the outside, slides into the inside. Does it like who is? I know either Joe and Kane says as fast as lightning. Who is the guy that was really short that can go like from one end to the end to the ring to the other and kind of like crossfade? Short guy. He was really fast.
You're talking about Amazing Red?
No. Recently in the last 10 years. Short guy. He had blonde hair. He was in NXT for a little bit. He fought Velveteen Dream, and he like his gimmick was like he would go to the ropes, like he would bounce off the ropes. He'll get to you, and then instead of going, like he'll go a different direction.
Not Tyler Bate.
No, Tyler Bate. No, God, what his name was.
Not Tyler Bate.
This is not Nathan Frazier.
Not Nathan Frazier. He was in
okay.
NXT. He was in WWE for a little bit. He's a short guy. He has blonde hair. He had the same blonde hair as Simon Phoenix at one point in his life. He left WWE. He had a kid. Like he didn't want to hold people's bags. He didn't want to hold children like this guy's bags. I forgot what his name was. I forgot what his name was.
Yeah, he
But
fought
that
Velveteen Dream.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who fought George.
Who?
Not who? What's his name? Drake something?
No.
Drake Maverick.
No,
not Drake Maverick.
Drake Maverick. Oh.
No, he was black. Short guy, black.
Oh, you talking about Leo Rush?
Leo Rush.
Leo Rush. That's
You probably should let off with that one.
Leo Rush.
Thank you. It just took me a second.
Yeah.
All I know is like a short guy.
Yeah, Leo Rush.
Yeah, he's an AEW.
Yeah, he's like, is he part of like a faction or something? I haven't watched it in a while.
No,
I believe he was. Yeah, he was with.
He's at AEW now.
Yeah, he
with
with,
New Japan.
He's with that one guy, Action Andretti.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
him. Yeah, they a group.
They're a
Yeah.
tag team.
They together.
But he
Yeah,
was
they
in
tag team.
NXT for a short period of time, and he did fight Velveteen Dream.
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
same style of how he would bounce off the ropes and kind of like crisscross you. Kendall Gray kept doing that, and Kendall Gray was running circles around Callie Armstrong. But the one thing about this match was that it was based off of, I see your move once, you'll get me. But if I see your move twice, I'm going to counter it. Callie would do 1 or 2 moves. Kendall would counter it. Kendall would go bounce off the ropes and try to do like bounce out of the ropes and try to do it. No, then Callie got her ass. Back and forth. There was no slowing down. Callie did like a hold for a little bit. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of weird. But in the end, I will say also, Callie did a freaking superplex. And then Kendall did a moonsault on Callie standing up. And then at one point, when Callie was trying to do the power slam on Kendall, Kendall countered it. But when Kendall got to the top rope to kind of jump on Callie countered it to a power slam. Then at that point, when she did the power slam, she started doing the Callie connection. And we were watching this live watch along, and I was saying they're doing a lot of counter wrestling. That the second time you do it, you can counter it. Here comes the Callie connection. I said, oh no. But this is the first time Callie's doing the Callie connection. When Callie does a Callie connection and is about to hit Kendall, Kendall does one of the sickest power slams that would make Randy Orton shine in the Mount Everest. For the 1, 2, 3. And for the first time ever I've seen in a long ass time, a wrestler beats another wrestler with their own move. Kendall didn't break no arms.
Nope.
None.
She didn't win by submission. She won by
Exactly. A+. Yep. Now, before we get to
Kendall Gray
the rating, this was foreshadowed one day ago. No, this was foreshadowed on yesterday on a Wednesday, and I have to put the volume up afterwards. Let's go.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. Boom. But
I hear like there, ladies and gentlemen, I put my voice out there so I don't get in trouble with copyrights. Those are.
Hey guys, happy Wednesday. I would ask if any of you have heard from Charles, but don't worry. He made sure to send me this lovely message all the way from Japan.
What was that? Honestly, like, I know you can't win them all, but seriously, that's how you decided to go out. I said, don't do anything crazy. And look what you've gone and done. Look, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
There's more.
Really disappointed.
Do not let this get to you. No, don't listen to him.
I mean, that's easy for you to say. You were in the top 4 and you actually took out the inspiration.
Okay, look, let's brighten up the mood. Let's bring some positive energy in here and let's answer some questions. Some Wednesday's questions.
I don't know. Maybe you could do it because I'm just not.
You're not feeling it?
No, did you see it? I embarrassed myself.
I got you. Okay? Fingers closed. Okay, gotta read. I like this question. If Kendall Gray wins the WWE Evolve Women's Championship tonight, will you let her join Ren QCC?
Tonight?
Yeah, that's
tonight.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's tonight. So I kind of have to go, but tune in and wish me luck. Bye.
I'll keep my eyes on you. I'll keep my eyes out. Good luck.
Bro.
No.
God, I love that. Oh my God. And that was again, I should show that before the match. That was a nice little transition of the fact that Kendall Gray's like, I got a match, I gotta go by. And at the end of the match, Ren Sinclair and Carly Bright came out to celebrate her win. A+ match.
Yeah.
I'll say my predictions later. Cardi M, your thoughts and rating of the match.
So what you're really saying is we should have had a picture of Kendall Gray the moment she won, with a little thought bubble saying, "I'm in the Ren QCC." This was a good match. The counters were there. Kendall Gray, the energy was there. Kelly, she was doing the same thing she's always done. She's a powerhouse. I can't deny that. But yeah, this was a kick-ass match. I'll give it an A+. The fact that she's done that spear so many times on so many people, and I was literally like, if you watched a live watch along, I was literally saying, just stay down. She can't spear you if you're on the ground.
She can't. If you're dead, she can't spear a dead person. That is true.
But she did a counter, and that was kick-ass. So, yeah.
EOD, your thoughts and rating of the match?
Yeah, this is by far like the best match that they had on the card. It was really, really good. They came out just, I don't know, they had like kind of almost like evolution vibes. If you give the females a chance to shine, they're gonna maximize their opportunity. So like it was fast paced. You had the power of Callie, Kendall, her technical prowess, that a lot of back and forth. Kendall was actually getting her a lot of the match, which is like surprising. There was like back and forth. Kendall, I was surprised that she did not tap her out or even try to attempt. I think she tried to once, I think, in the match, and that was it. So the fact that she was able to take the Cali connection, and as far as I know, the only person that's ever countered it on Evolve, which was in that power slam was crazy when she did it. I was thinking the way they kept doing the back and forth, I thought she was actually going to kick out, and she didn't. So I was like, oh wow, she actually won. And this storyline has been ever since episode 1. But the very beginning was always like you had Callie and Kendall, A, and Carly Bright was like A minus, like right below them. But it was always those two that was destined to always get a one-on-one opportunity. They got around that by having the four woman eliminator match. So, but you knew at some point it was going to be these ladies one-on-one. So it was good. I think the right person won, even though technically both of them should be on NXT. Like, to be honest. But yeah, I give the match, and it was an A. It was an A for me.
Okay. Terrell, TJ Wolfie, take it away.
Yeah, the match is definitely an A.
It's
That's
an A.
no doubt.
Yeah.
I say they picked the best match for the main event. This match was really, really good. From start to finish. And they kept countering and countering. I love good counters. Kendall Gray being a technical wrestler, and technical wrestlers, they in my heart. Callie Armstrong being a powerhouse, of course. But I felt like this was kind of like this match within itself was actually crazy, and like EOD said, it tells a story.
Yeah.
So I was expecting Kendall Gray to win with a submission as well, but the way she won, and me and Babe talked about this, it was crazy. And I think the reason why Callie Armstrong wasn't able to kick out of was the reason why she wasn't able to actually just kick out was because it was a momentum shift. She used Callie's speed against her. And that was crazy.
That power slam was crazy.
It was
that
crazy.
was crazy.
I'm like,
Like,
they ain't got the
Yeah, like she literally won via momentum shift. And I don't think Callie, because like when you see Callie get up, she was like,
shoot, what happened?
wait, it's over? Like the match is over? Wait, I thought I kicked out. Like that's how she was looking. But like, no, she used your speed against you, and you just couldn't get up fast enough. I guess I don't know.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, I love the match though. Yeah, it's A.
Okay, I'll go then while we wait. I think the match was also, I'll also give the match an A. I was surprised by the lack of submission attempts in the match because I feel like they were really building up to that with like Callie Armstrong and the arm breaker and stuff. But like you guys said, I feel like the way they played out was really good. I am excited to see where this goes because I don't think it's done between Callie and Kendall because Callie Armstrong is going to be pissed because we even saw she didn't necessarily, well, she lost clean, but she was not down and out completely. So I feel like she's going to be really pissed, and that's how the story is going to continue. And then, yeah, I think Callie should go to NXT fairly soon because I want to see Kendall as the face of Evolve. And as long as Callie Armstrong is also there, it's always going to be the two of them. So I want to see Kendall get the opportunity to actually shine as the face.
Yeah, sort of, but
Will
I
she
think
be a face?
No,
not necessarily.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because Callie Bright's next one up.
not necessarily.
I think.
Not necessarily either, EOD. This is my prediction on this, and then we go to final rating of the show. My prediction of this is that we're gonna see a slow transition from like I'm a babyface Kendall to like I'm a evil. This is my precious. No one's gonna take this away from me because of the fact that Ren Sinclair and Carly Bright was there at the end. Those are her two friends. Those are the ones that always have been there, that will always be there. There's gonna be a match between Ren and there's gonna be a match between Carly. And I think the Ren one's gonna be first, where we see how vicious Kendall Gray can really be. Because all three of them have been wrestling together for like a year to 2 years plus. They know each other backwards and forwards. So it's gonna be like a technical match that turns into like a Daniel Bryan ROH. I'm really angry that I'm getting underpaid match. That type of match. And then when we get to Carly Bright versus Kendall, which will eventually happen, Carly Bright's gonna have to make a choice: win or get destroyed by Kendall. Because again, like you said, she's not gonna be a face for long. This is just gonna be a slow, evil demon ride.
Yeah, that's the next big story or whatever out of it, not like the next challenger type of deal. So
now, Mr. Coach, I'll ask your expertise on this because you actually watch LFG. Who do you think? Then we're going to final rating. Who do you think is actually going to pop up from LFG to evolve? I think Trill London. We talked about this on the chat. At least Trill, or maybe Harlem Lewis. He'll be pissed off that he's back in Evolve because it's Harlem.
Harlem Lewis is actually in Japan with Charlie Dempsey, so I don't. He might come back by this. It's probably going to be Trill London, and then I don't know. I don't see anybody else because they released a few of the guys, and I can't see anyone else really coming down. Maybe they'll send Chris Island down, but I don't even think he's ready for Evolve yet. And then women's wise, like you guys said, I think it's probably going to be Bailey Humphrey who comes down. She seems like the most ready, who isn't necessarily a top face on LFG, but very ready. So her or Serena Linton, I can see her too.
Okay. What about PJ Vasa, that woman that kind of like didn't win?
I didn't think of that, but that seems very likely. She's really good, but I think they'll probably send her to NXT instead of Evolve. But.
Okay. And if Bailey Humphrey comes to Evolve, that's the Brock of Evolve. That's it. And she's the Kofi Kingston. It lasted long enough, but then you're gone. EOD, final rating of the show, of the pay-per-view. Because again, we're going to season 2 after this, ladies and gentlemen. I'm calling
all
it.
Right. This special, I'll give it an overall B. And mainly because it looked pretty, but I thought for a special, it'll be like more to it and everything. It was just basically a souped up regular episode of Evolve. Like I would think it would be like just a little bit longer for a special. Like, all right, it doesn't have to be 2 hours, but more like maybe an hour and a half or something like that. But a B because the matches were kind of, besides the main event, the first match was good. The second match was all right. It did what it was supposed to do and everything, but that was it. Now, if they had a different type or different people that we had storylines for at the second match, it would have probably upped it a little bit. But they literally just do that second match together last week. So B overall.
Can I interrupt real quick? I really think that second match should have been Shawn Legacy and Idris Inoue instead.
Exactly. Now that would have upped it, which is weird that it wasn't even on there since he's still there.
As a new Inoue, because again, that was an NXT crowd. Shout out to Sports Jedi Network. He was there. He said that he saw the whole match, and he actually like said to me in a message in a comment, like, watch out for the main event. It's going to be a banger. I'm like, oh, that's actually pretty cool. I respect that. But yeah, Inoue, every podcast I'm hearing, even shout out to Not Lost in Japan, he even said it himself. If the Tate Wilder match would have been on next week, it would have been fine. Like, we know that Rich Holland's gone and Brooks Jensen is the replacement. We know that. Just do it next week. Inoue versus Inoue coming out with the entrance, and then like the turnbuckle mysteriously like just erases itself. That would have been awesome for the match. Just messing around with the ref, and it would have been a great freaking match for Inoue. Legacy probably would have won, and I would have hated it but again, he's just been announced to be on LFG to fight Axiom, and then after that, he might go against Grande Americano, whatever. Terrell, CJ Wolfie, final rating.
Give it a B.
Yeah, I give it a B.
Yeah, it was definitely a good, first start for PLE, but I was looking forward to seeing like more energy. The crowd was okay. They wasn't too bad, but it was okay. But overall, I definitely can say that the first match was definitely better than the second, but the main event really stole the show. And shout out to Kelly Armstrong and Kendall Gray for, showing the world how to get down and dirty. You feel me?
I love that. All right. Coach, final thoughts.
Oh, okay. I gave it a lot higher rating on my own video, but now in hindsight, I do agree with you guys. I think it's probably a B. The main event and the first match were really good to me, but I feel like, again, I wanted a lot more for that middle match. Sean Legster, Idris Nova, just something that had a lot more build to it. And then, yeah, I liked some of the backstage segments, but I also wished for a bit more since it was a special. Maybe just announce a few of the new ID talents or announce a new signing or something. But yeah, overall, I feel like they did very okay for a first pay per view thing. And yeah, B.
What Coach meant to say was, "Where's the blood? Where's the blood, man?"
Not yet. Tubi will show it. It's weird, but we'll show it. Cardi M, your final rating on the match. Final rating on the show.
No.
I'm gonna be generous and give it an A plus. I mean, I do wish that it was longer.
Yes.
I wish there was like 5 matches.
Yeah.
But I did like the little promos that they threw in there. Like I feel like they were trying to make it special, and I like the Aaron Rourke promo and everything like that. So the matches themselves were really good, and the wrestlers were really good. So that's why it gets an A plus.
Okay, I give it that. I give it actually like B plus because the middle match was not necessary. And coach is right. Like if it would have been like if it would have been a 4-match show. Bryce versus Drake, Idris versus Sean Legacy, Adrenaline Drip versus the Diesels for the rubber matches of all rubber matches in the eyes of Harley, and then the women's match. That would have been perfect for me, and that would have been like a 90-minute show. It was actually a 53-minute show. I was very disappointed in the time frame, and also no disrespect to the NXT crowd at all, but that was an NXT crowd, except for like 5 people that I've seen in Evolve that were there. The one old lady that holds the signs, she was on Evolve, so she was there too. And then like 3 other people. That's it. I'm like, it's not the same. If it would have been in the, as EOD calls it, the dungeon, I actually would have liked. For me, I would have liked it better because it would have been more personal. It would have been like everyone just screaming out of their minds because they know the characters, they know Callie, they know everybody. I would have loved that, so I give it a B plus. No, actually a B minus. I did not like the Bull Rope match. Hooray for you, Mr. Tate Wilder, finally making a freaking moonsault. Hooray! But that's it. That's all I gotta say about that, ladies and gentlemen. Terrell, please plug your beautiful links, please.
Yes, you can find me and my lady, CJ Wolfie, on For Real Love on YouTube. And you can check out our links down in the description. We have link trees. Linktree / For Real Terrell. And
Linktree / CJ Wolfie 15.
Oh yeah. Man.
That's love, ladies and gentlemen.
The lady that make me go, oh,
that is true. Mr. EOD, please tell them where they can find you.
All right, you can find me at Linktree /NNA33 for 33. That's where you can find EOD 33 Wrestling Hub, where I do the wrestling stuff. NDA33, where I do the video game stuff, and all my socials, the Instagram, TikToks, and Twitter, all that good stuff. Twitch, all that stuff. So,
all right, Mr. Coach, please tell us.
I'm on YouTube and Instagram as Coach FCHW. That's where I mostly talk about wrestling. I also recently started a superhero channel. So if you like DC or Ben 10 or stuff like that, it's called Echo Locations. You can check that out too. And yeah, that's it.
Okay, I'll check that out. Mr. Kane.
Man, y'all know what it is, bro. It's Kane destroying on everything except for Twitter or X, whichever way you want to call it. It is Kane Destroyer turning heel. Right. So, hey, well, other than that, everything Kane Destroyer, bro.
Okay, respectfully, like that. D-Walk's probably asleep, so D-Walk. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
you can find
me.
Yeah, you can find. Go on, Terrell. Say it. Go on, Terrell.
You can find me at NXT Time with D-Walk, and you can also find me as Dennis Miller.
Yes.
Hold on. Don't forget, Mr. Flint.
Mr. Flint, 810.
Yeah, Mr. Flint. Yeah, Mr. Flint. If you're dirty.
Yeah, I like drinking. Drunk walking in the house. Anyway, Joe BNTO.
What?
Huh? What? I'm sorry. Yeah. Are we still doing Dennis? What are we doing? The D-Walk?
No, Dennis is gone. Dennis is knocked out.
What are we doing, Dennis?
Leave him a message afterwards. Joe, where they can find you.
Come on,
I'm using Joe BNCO at Linktree. You can find all my links there. YouTube, all of it. X, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, all of it will be on there on that link tree.
Twitter, don't forget OnlyFans and all that for you, bro.
And he's up for that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, D-Walk.
D-Walk's OnlyFans is Coffin Dust 87.
Yep.
Hey, no. It's Chroma Sticks. Chroma Sticks 84.
Right, we're not doing that, ladies and gentlemen. You guys talk about that another time. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for watching. Next episode will be season 2. And we don't know who's coming. We don't know who's arriving. We don't know who's going to pop up. We know some matches. We don't know all matches, but we know this. Peter Rosenberg will make fun of by Robert Stone. Robert Stone will not talk about his 2 marriages or his two times he married his wife twice. And Vanity Project is no more. As the sun rises, the moon sets. That's how it is. But in no fit, epitome of excellence is getting one more match. There are such things as unicorns jumping over a rainbow, over a manatee. Ladies and gentlemen, good night. Testify.
Thanks for watching, and remember, like, subscribe, comment, leave your thoughts down below, and all links are in the description. See you next time where we can evolve together. Coquito out.